EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
On first down, Long. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 128 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Smith on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air again, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Smith. He finds his man complete. That's long. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. To throw on second down, Edmonds. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. To throw on third down, Edmonds. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pick up there. Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Aviators have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's long. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing on first down. Edmonds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Trucks over him, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Smith. And Diggs has it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Edmonds. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Edmonds. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fights through him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Smith now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw, Smith. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. That's all they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Vikings off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. The Bears looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got work to do on the scoreboard, their running game has been solid. Over 100 yards rushing in that first half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Edmonds. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Edmonds going for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now. It's long. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Smith. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Long. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's long. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on 2nd down, Edmonds. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Edmonds. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well, and right now he's the focal point of it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Long. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Long. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Long, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st and 10, Edmonds. And this is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Edmonds. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And to give this time to the tailback. Dancing away at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. first down. Edmonds. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. From the gun on third down. Edmonds. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes Diggs. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now a throw here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Smith now to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing on first down. Edmonds into the secondary past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And his pass incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Edmonds. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Lions, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.